Hello and welcome to my watercolor channel. Today I'll be going through my watercolor supply regrets. So these are art supplies that I purchased in the past that did not resonate with me, and I think we can all relate to purchasing watercolor supplies and not loving them. Maybe we were influenced by fellow artists, YouTubers, or even just going into the art supply store and seeing art supplies that we thought might work for us and didn't quite hit the mark. So first up are watercolor brushes. These are the silver black velvet watercolor brushes. These are detail brushes. I got them in a set and they kind of fray at the top. These are a hybrid. They're half synthetic and half animal hair. And I've heard good things about these, but I didn't get great results. With the hairs that fray at the top, even when they're wet, I use this and I feel like it's working against me. I can't quite get those details that I want, so I'll be giving these away. Next is the fan brush. This is the size 4 Aqua Elite by Princeton. I thought I would love this brush to get certain textures in my landscapes, and honestly, I'm not in love with it. I've tried to use it, I've watched tutorials, and it just doesn't work for me. So I'll be giving this away. Next is the Master's Touch. This is a size 0. I wanted to do fine details with this. It doesn't come to a sharp point where I would want to, that's what you want for details. So anyways, and then you can see this little stray hair. I'll probably pluck that out, but this is one that I'll just be giving away. Maybe somebody else will find this useful. Next is the Derwent water brush. So just to be clear, I do love water brushes, but this brush just did not work for me. So I purchased it because you can use this little push button to release water from the reservoir and give you more control over how much water you're using. But unfortunately, I just didn't like pushing this. It didn't feel very natural. And then this kind of drove me crazy is the cap. You can't post it. It just kind of falls off. So yeah, that just drove me crazy. So anyways, I'll be giving this away. Next are these Jelly Roll pens by Sakura. These are white gel pens, mainly used for highlights. Unfortunately, I find it hard to get a consistent flow, so that was very frustrating. So I'll be giving these away. Next is something I purchased at the art supply store thinking it would be useful, but I didn't really like it. You suction this to the bottom of your water jar and then you use it to clean off your brushes. And honestly, I didn't really like this, so I'll be giving that away. Colored pencils, I purchased these because they're small, so I thought these would be easy to travel with. They're Tombow brand. I have their mechanical pencils, so I thought I would love these. And after I used them, I just did not like the colors. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the colors. It was just the quality of the colors. So I decided to, I'm gonna give those away. Next up are these White Night watercolors. So I'm not in love with the watercolors, but I am in love with this sticker. I'm not a craft hoarder. I'm the curator of an extensive private art supply collection. So I think some of you might be able to resonate with that. And I just love this sticker. So whoever gets this, I hope that they like it too. So this is a split primary, so you have your cool and warm yellows, you have your warm and cool reds, and then you also have your warm and cool blues. You have 2 greens for convenience, and then you have a couple browns, a black, and I don't really know what color this is. I'll go ahead and swatch it so you can see, but yeah, this is probably my least favorite color. And this is my favorite color. I do like the green a lot. So I'll swatch it so you can just check those out. A couple things about this palette is the top comes out, so you get plenty of mixing space, which is pretty cool. And then these pop out. and you could use these as like water wells maybe while you're on the go. And then this is for your travel watercolor brush. It didn't come with the brush. And then it doesn't sit flat, so I don't really like that. I'm sure it's by design, but I don't know, for some reason that kind of bothers me. Anyways, let me go ahead and swatch these so you can see these colors. So anyways, those are the White Knights. But yeah, I don't know, wasn't in love with these, so happy to give these away. I hope the new owner enjoys. Next is this Arteza Jelly Gouache. I thought I would love this gouache. I thought I would love these colors and use this all the time. And honestly, I'm new to gouache and I really struggled with these. I struggle with the colors just because I don't necessarily paint subjects that have some of these neon bright colors. And I just struggled with this gouache in general. I have painted with other gouache and had some success, but again, I'm new to it and I just find myself not reaching for these. So I would like to give it away to somebody who's actually going to use these and love these. So these are going to the art swap. Next is watercolor paper. This is the B paper. This is acid-free, 140 pound, but not cotton paper. I guess it's cellulose paper. It's not the worst paper I've tried, but honestly, just don't think I'm gonna use it much. So I felt like the water kind of pulled on the surface a lot, and the color just did not absorb. So I was just messing around, and yeah, I just wasn't in love with it. This came out okay, but again, I don't think I'll be using this paper again, so I'm gonna give that away. Next is the Fabriano. This is 1264. This one is not cotton. It's just cellulose paper, 140 pound. I forgot my watercolor supplies, so I popped into a local art store and picked this up. I was kind of influenced by the size of this. I like the size, but unfortunately the paper just wasn't good. It again did not absorb into the paper, the watercolor, and so my results were subpar. So not in love with that, and I'll be giving away this paper. This is another Fabriano paper. This one does have 25% cotton. I got better results with this, but I don't find myself using it much, so I'm going to be giving this away too. This one's a little controversial. It's bao hung, so just to be clear, I love bao hung, but the artist grade watercolor paper is not for me. So I thought it would be better than the student grade because, you know, it's artist grade, but this texture is just too much for me. So I'm not in love with it. I find it really hard to sketch on. I do get good results, but I like the student grade paper better. It's still 100% cotton. It's just the artist grade that I don't like. So I'm gonna keep this one, but I'm just not in love with it. Next are watercolor sketchbooks. So this is the Paul Rubens sketchbook. It's kind of hard to read, but it's their Paul Rubens hot press. It's 100% cotton. I got this for a 30-day challenge and I got some okay results, but to be honest, I'm just like not in love with this paper. I struggled with using it. I did get some good results, but I just struggled so much with this. So I'm never going to purchase this again. Another sketchbook is the Canson Montreal watercolor paper. This is not 100% cotton. This is cellulose again. I just use this to do some practice, and I did get some good results, but kind of not worth my time. So I'm not going to purchase this again. This is a watercolor sketchbook by B. I believe that this is 100% watercolor. I just wasn't impressed with it, so I probably won't purchase it again. But I did get some good results with it. Here's one or a couple paintings that I did in this sketchbook. And these came out okay. I don't hate it, but I'm not in love with it, so I won't purchase it again. Next is another Canson watercolor sketchbook. This is not 100% cotton. I did get some okay results, but it's like really thin, and I'm just not impressed with the paper, so I haven't been using it. I'll probably pull out the paper that I have used and then give this away. Last is the Etcher sketchbook. This is a multimedia sketchbook with 100% cotton paper. I know a lot of artists swear by this sketchbook, but unfortunately I did not have a great experience. And the reason is because the wet and wet technique, I just found it very frustrating. I would go to other watercolor paper and have success, come to this one and just had a very tough time. So I will not be investing in the Etcher sketchbooks anymore. I know there is the Perfect Sketchbook out there, and it's actually called the Perfect Sketchbook by Etcher. It's a lot more expensive. It has different paper, but I'm not really willing to invest that much at this time. I do like the canvas cover. A lot of people don't like that, but what you're supposed to do is actually customize it. You're supposed to paint this. So eventually I'm going to do that when I finish the sketchbook. And yes, I'm going to finish the sketchbook, but I'm just not going to purchase anymore. So I did get some great results. I'm not going to lie. I'm very happy with some of the results that I got in the sketchbook. I think, you know, things did come out quite nicely, but it was just frustrating to use. So I won't be going through that anymore, or at least not until I finish the sketchbook. Anyways, that brings me to the end of the art supplies. Thank you for watching, and I just wanted to let you know that this is my own personal opinion based on my personal experiences. If you've had better experiences with these art supplies, fantastic. I'm so happy that you didn't waste your money. And if you haven't tried these supplies and you're curious about them, please try them. I don't want my opinion to hinder you from trying these art supplies. What's nice is that these supplies will not go to waste. I'm actually doing an art supply swap coming up, and it's a local art swap, and they do this every year. This will be my second time participating, and so I'm going to be gifting these to other artists, and so they'll hopefully find a happy home and get some use. So nothing's going to waste. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and happy painting, and I'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content you saw today. Take care. Bye.